Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. We are talking about the NFL for this one. We got two games on Sunday, four picks in the video, so stay tuned to hear all four. On Prize Picks, you got to be taking this Jalen Daniels free line. But if you're only playing Prize Picks, Underdog, the top sites, you got to be on Parlay Play. They have higher payouts for the same slips here with all these boosted picks. They have $5 free just when you sign up. You don't even have to deposit, and then after that, you're going to want to deposit because they have a 100% deposit match bonus. Now you can scroll down and see these daily payout boosts here that take 3 pick slip from a 5x to like 6x's over on Parlay Play. So higher payouts than Prize Picks. So check out Parlay Play. They'll be linked down below for that free $5 and deposit match, higher payouts. And I'm sure they'll have a similar thing to Jalen Daniels here for Sunday when the day comes. So let's get into this one. For the first one, I'm going to go to Brian Robinson, and I'm going to take him on the rush attempts down here at 9.5. So this is one I definitely like. Brian Robinson is going to be the workhorse running back in this game for this team, and it has been all season. He's just missed this in some spots where they've absolutely got blown out, or in games where he's coming back from injury or been injured. Otherwise, he definitely will get more than 10 carries. And in this game, I think it's going to be fairly close throughout the game. So I do think that Washington's going to have a balanced attack in this one. Not going to be having to pass all the time like if they were down big. I think this one can stay relatively close. So I think Robinson could absolutely smash the rush attempts in that balanced attack that I think the Commanders are going to have. So if we take a look at this one over on Outlier, Brian Robinson, you can see 81% of games this year he's had 10 or more carries, 13 of 16 games. Just didn't get it in this one where they didn't even have to win against Dallas, so he didn't play a ton. Another one, they absolutely blew out Cleveland, and he didn't have to play a ton at the end either. So most of these games where he didn't hit this is where they were blowout games, or he just didn't have to run. So, and we can also look at 3 games that they played against Philadelphia, Brian Robinson. So this year he played in one of the games and he got 16 rush attempts, even though Washington lost this game by 8. And then dating back to last season, he got 10 and 14 against them. So in his 3 career games against Philadelphia, he's gone over this as well. I think it'll be the same. This one also opened at 10.5. Now we're getting at 9.5. One that I'm really liking here. Another one I'm liking is Dallas Goedert in this game. I do think Philadelphia is going to have to pass more than what we've seen because I do think this is going to be a closer game. Also, I do think that Washington is going to be stacking the box here, so you don't have Saquon Barkley running, but also Jalen Hurts got hurt in the last game, so not going to be as much as a running threat as we've seen. We've seen his rushing line total pretty low for this game as well because of that injury he got in the last one. So I do think that's going to open up a lot of these short intermediate passes for Dallas Goedert, who's been playing extremely well, and the Eagles are going to have to pass more. Goddard has been hitting this one or coming close to hitting this despite them not passing for very many yards. So we can see Goddard has hit this in just half of his games this year, but his last 3 he's been smashing with 55, 47, and 56, despite Jalen Hurts, I believe in all 3 of these games passing for under 150 yards. He's still getting the bulk. He's still able to hit this, and I think Hurts is going to have a better game. His passing line is like around 185, 190, so they expect him to pass for more yards. Just going to help Goddard even more, even though he's still been really solid here in these 3 games. And looking at Goddard on his snap count, first 4 weeks was playing a ton until he got hurt week 6, so you can't really even count that game, in those 50% hit rate here, and then came back immediately. He was playing 63 to 89% of the snaps. Week 18 just played 19% of the snaps, still was able to hit it. Past 2 games, 92, 95. So he's out there almost every single snap. I think he should be able to smash this one, and Philly's going to have to pass a bit in what I think is going to be back and forth close game, so got to go with the game script that you believe in as well. So I like that one for Goddard. Now moving on to the next game. I'm going to go to Mac Hollins here over on his receiving yards at 13.5. Hollins just plays a lot of snaps, and I think this one is going to be close back and forth game, could be even high scoring, and I think that Mac Hollins is going to have a bunch of opportunities here to catch multiple passes or even just a long pass. So another one I like here is that Demon at 1.5. I think he's going to catch multiple passes, and you get a Demon, but for the video, not going to be taking any Demons, but definitely one that I'm liking there. And I like him on the 13.5 receiving yards. So for Hollins, we could see that he's hit this actually over half the games. 11 of 19 games, 58% of them. In his last 5, he's done extremely well. 25, 33, 25, 19, just 12 in the last one. So this line, I think, is a bit down here. But we've also seen him get multiple targets in 7 straight games here, which is also great to see. And looking at his snap count, we can see that he's been playing a ton of snaps this year. So last week still saw over half the snaps. I think we could even see this snap percentage bump up a little bit for him. So I am liking Matt Hollins here. He just plays a ton, been hitting this one, and he's getting some targets as of late. So I like him in a game where Buffalo, I think, is going to have to pass more versus this tougher Kansas City team to run on. So I like them going to the pass game more. Hollins getting more targets and be able to hit this one. The next one I'm going to go to is Hollywood Brown over on his receiving targets. So in a game where I think it's going to be back and forth passing a good amount in this one, I think Hollywood Brown has shown that he's one of the go-to targets and threats for the Chiefs. So I like him to have a good game here, be targeted a lot, in one where the Chiefs are going to have to pass a good amount. So looking at him, you could see his first 2 games, 8 and 7 targets. And then just the last one, only 2 targets here. But the Chiefs didn't pass a ton, and they were just going underneath to Travis Kelce here. I think Buffalo will try to take Kelce away more, knowing how big of a deal he is. And in the last one, how great he played in that game. So I think they're going to try to take him away more. They're going to have to go outside to guys like Marquise Brown. So I think a big increase in the targets here to like 7, 8, what we saw earlier from him. I think they try to get him going. They're going to need some big plays, and he's going to be the one to deliver them. And looking at Brown's snap count, those first 2 games where he got 7 and 8 targets, played just 27 and 40%. Last week, all the way up to 67% of the snaps went to Marquise Brown. So I think we're going to see something similar, but a lot more targets headed his way. So it was good to see the snap increase, even though we didn't see the targets last week. I think big bounce back spot for him. And again, if you guys are just playing on Prizepicks, get over on Parlay Play. $5 free if you sign up. You'd only have to deposit, and you could play with it, win real money. But they also have a 100% deposit match up to $100, and the payouts are higher than Prizepicks. Like if you're doing a 3-pick Prizepicks play, it's going to be a 5x. With these payout boosts that they have every single day, your payouts are going to be closer to 6x's here, or even higher by just taking some of these with regular lines. So they have these every single day, higher payouts. I'm sure they're going to have some promos for Sunday as well that they haven't announced yet. So definitely check them out. A lot of free money and higher payouts. And they got all sports, so you can continue with the NBA, NHL as well. They'll be linked down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe. We'll see you in another one.